Hi, everybody. Dr. Zach here, and I just want to let you guys know that I've got a renewed commitment to sharing the truth and exposing the darkness. So, with this video, we're going to really kick things off with some of the latest recommendations from the World Health Organization. So, if you're not aware of the World Health Organization, then you've probably been either in a coma or under a rock for the past decade or more. But what we've seen, especially through COVID and in the time since then, is the World Health Organization really has nothing to do with health. It has to do with tyranny and control, and really trying to take and create a global control of people over made up narratives that have to do with our health. So their latest health concern right now has to do with all of the health issues that are associated with climate change. And so with that said is that, again, if you're awake and if you're paying attention, that should just kind of make you go, huh? Climate change and the health issues that are associated with that. So because they find that it's really, really a big thing that people just don't know about yet, they're launching this massive campaign to increase our awareness of it so we know what to do. But they're also in the process of teaming up with other companies, other organizations that are really interested in your health and your well-being. And I'll share with you some of those companies in just a second here. But anyway, they are also in the process of training 10,000 doctors so that these doctors will know how to treat all of the diseases, all of the health issues that are related to climate change. So with that, these 10,000 doctors, they're going to be joined by companies like AstraZeneca, who, in case you don't remember the COVID situation with the jabs that came out, and these safe and effective things that were there that were designed to save us from this horrible pandemic that was decimating humanity. AstraZeneca was one that actually got fully yanked, and because it was worse than Moderna and worse than Pfizer and worse than Johnson & Johnson. So this is a company that's going to help us to figure out how to deal with all the health issues associated with climate change. We've also got Novartis, we've got GSK, Glasgow, Smith, Kline. All of these are actually pharmaceutical companies. And so here's what we're going to be understanding. Here's what these 10,000 doctors are going to be taught, is that all of the diseases, all of the health issues associated from climate change are going to be caused by drug deficiencies. And so we've got these health organizations, these pharmaceutical companies that are going to come along and provide the solution for this nightmare that we're going to be facing. Well, let me tell you this, is that if we learned anything through the pandemic of COVID, is that they don't have our best interests. They're not out there to save us. They're out there actually to harm us and to make us more dependent upon that system. The people that actually took and followed the advice of these experts the most during COVID are the ones that died, ended up the sickest, and are now dealing with the greatest level of complications. Those that actually said, wait a minute, this doesn't have anything to do with health, and chose instead to embrace a healthy lifestyle are the ones that were very minimally impacted by this whole ordeal. So here's what I want to take and just continue to remind you is that the diseases that face especially people in the United States, they're not pandemic diseases. They're not viral diseases. They're not infectious diseases. What we're dealing with, and for the people that actually succumbed to COVID, this is a great example of it, is that we're dealing with chronic diseases. The person who died, what they told us with from COVID, actually didn't die from COVID. They died with COVID and had on average 4 comorbidities. This means 4 chronic diseases that were severely compromising their health. So they were the ones that were put at risk. So with all of these diseases related to climate change, let me give you some advice. Take and embrace a healthy lifestyle. Make yourself pandemic proof. Make yourself climate change proof. Make it to where you take and recognize that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. There's nothing lacking in you. And that if you steward your health, if you take care of yourself by the way that you live, the lifestyle that you create, by following the recommendations that come from people like me that are misinformation spreaders that actually talk about our immune system, natural immunity, the benefits of getting out and getting some fresh air and sunshine and social interaction and eating healthy food instead of American food and embracing that lifestyle, That's the way you're going to be able to live climate change proof. You don't have to worry about succumbing to the disease. You don't have to worry about what the World Health Organization or WHO says. And so let me remind you of a song from another WHO, actually the rock band The Who, that came from the UK. A song that they put out in 1971 said, "We won't be fooled again." So as we continue to hear information about the next disease, the next pandemic, the next variant, the next this and that, guess what? We don't have to be fooled again. We can take and embrace the truth that's always worked for us. Create a lifestyle that supports and stewards your health, and then you don't have to worry about all of the noise that comes from the other WHO, the World Health Organization. With that said, God bless you. This is Dr. Zach. Make today a great one.